AWS Certified Security Specialty SCS-C02 exam updated dumps are the latest version in the market, which can guarantee you success. Share some AWS Certified SCS-C02 exam updated dumps here. 1. Which of the following are valid configurations for using SSL certificates with Amazon CloudFront? Select 3. A default AWS Certificate Manager certificate. B. Custom SSL certificate stored in AWS KMS. C. Default CloudFront certificate. D. Custom SSL certificate stored in AWS Certificate Manager. E. Default SSL certificate stored in AWS Secrets Manager. F. Custom SSL certificate stored in AWS IAM. 2. A development team is attempting to encrypt and decode a secure string parameter from the IAM Systems Manager parameter store using an IAM Key Management Service, IAM KMS CMK. However, each attempt results in an error message being sent to the development team. Which CMK-related problems possibly account for the error? Select 2. A. The CMK as used in the attempt does not exist. B. The CMK as used in the attempt needs to be rotated. C. The CMK as used in the attempt is using the CMK Euro S key ID instead of the CMK ARN. D. The CMK as used in the attempt is not enabled. E. The CMK as used in the attempt is using an alias. 3. A company has a large fleet of Linux Amazon EC2 instances and Windows EC2 instances that run in private subnets. The company wants all remote administration to be performed as securely as possible in the AWS cloud. Which solution will meet these requirements? A. Do not use SSHRSA private keys during the launch of new instances. Implement AWS Systems Manager Session Manager. B. Generate new SSHRSA private keys for existing instances. Implement AWS Systems Manager Session Manager. C. Do not use SSHRSA private keys during the launch of new instances. Configure EC2 Instance Connect. D. Generate new SSHRSA private keys for existing instances. Configure EC2 Instance Connect. 4. A company has multiple Amazon S3 buckets encrypted with customer-managed CMKs. Due to regulatory requirements, the keys must be rotated every year. The company's security engineer has enabled automatic key rotation for the CMKs. However, the company wants to verify that the rotation has occurred. What should the security engineer do to accomplish this? A. Filter IAM CloudTrail logs for key rotate-in events. B. Monitor Amazon Cloud Watson events for any IAM KMS CMK rotation events. C. Using the IAM CLI. Run the IAM KMS GEL key relation status operation with the key id parameter to check the CMK rotation date. D. Use Amazon Athena to query IAM CloudTrail logs saved in an S3 bucket to generate new key events. 5. A company has a relational database workload that runs on Amazon Aurora MySQL. According to new compliance standards, the company must rotate all database credentials every 30 days. The company needs a solution that maximizes security and minimizes development effort. Which solution will meet these requirements? A. Store the database credentials in AWS Secrets Manager. Configure automatic credential rotation tour every 30 days. B. Store the database credentials in AWS Systems Manager parameter store. Create an AWS Lambda function to rotate the credentials every 30 days. C. Store the database credentials in an environment file or in a configuration file. Modify the credentials every 30 days. D. Store the database credentials in an environment file or in a configuration file. Create an AWS Lambda function to rotate the credentials every 30 days. 6. A company's security engineer is developing an incident response plan to detect suspicious activity in an AWS account for VPC-hosted resources. The security engineer needs to provide visibility for as many AWS regions as possible. Which combination of steps will meet these requirements most cost-effectively? Select 2. A. Turn on VPC flow logs for all VPCs in the account. B. Activate Amazon Guard Duty across all AWS regions. C. Activate Amazon Detective across all AWS regions. D. Create an Amazon Simple Notification Service, Amazon SNS topic. Create an Amazon Event Bridge rule that responds to findings and publishes the findings to the SNS topic. E. Create an AWS Lambda function. Create an Amazon Event Bridge rule that invokes the Lambda function to publish findings to Amazon Simple Email Service, Amazon SES. 7. A company became aware that one of its access keys was exposed on a code-sharing website 11 days ago. A security engineer must review all use of the exposed access keys to determine the extent of the exposure. The company enabled IAM CloudTrail MN regions when it opened the account. Which of the following will allow Key Security Engineer 10 complete the task? A. Filter the event history on the exposed access key in the CloudTrail console. Examine the data from the past 11 days. B. Use the IAM CLI low generate an IAM credential report. Extract all the data from the past 11 days. C. Use Amazon Athena to query the CloudTrail logs from Amazon S3. Retrieve the rows for the exposed access key tour the past 11 days. D. Use the Access Advisor tab in the IAM console to view all of the access key activity for the past 11 days. 8. A company uses Amazon API Gateway to present REST APIs to users. An API developer wants to analyze API access patterns without the need to parse the log files. Which combination of steps will meet these requirements with the least effort? Select 2. A. Configure access logging for the required API stage. B. Configure an AWS CloudTrail trail destination for API gateway events. Configure filters on the USERL identity, user agent, and source-IP address fields. C. Configure an Amazon S3 destination for API gateway logs. Run Amazon Athena queries to analyze API access information. D. Use Amazon CloudWatch Logs Insights to analyze API access information. E. Select the Enable Detailed CloudWatch Metrics option on the required API stage. 9. There is a requirement for a company to transfer large amounts of data between IAM and an on-premise location. There is an additional requirement for low latency and high consistency traffic to IAM. Given these requirements, how would you design a hybrid architecture? Choose the correct answer from the options below. A. Provision a direct connect connection to an IAM region using a direct connect partner. B. Create a VPN tunnel for private connectivity, which increases network consistency and reduces latency. C. Create an IPsec tunnel for private connectivity, which increases network consistency and reduces latency. D. Create a VPC peering connection between IAM and the customer gateway. 10. A company deployed Amazon GuardDuty in the East 1 region. The company wants all DNS logs that relate to the company's Amazon EC2 instances to be inspected. What should a security engineer do to ensure that the EC2 instances are logged? A. Use IPv6 addresses that are configured for hostnames. B. Configure external DNS resolvers as internal resolvers that are visible only to IAM. C. Use IAM DNS resolvers for all EC2 instances. D. Configure a third-party DNS resolver with logging for all EC2 instances.